Welcome to today's Explainer. So you're looking for a straight-to-the-point guide on recording free over-the-air TV with an antenna DVR, right? Well, you are in the perfect place. We're breaking down a really fantastic setup guide from Wireless Shack today. You know, snagging over-the-air, or OTA, TV is a super popular move for cord cutters wanting free basic television. But the biggest hurdle? Losing that sweet ability to pause, rewind, and record your favorite shows. Today, we're going to explore exactly how you get that functionality back using modern set-top DVR boxes.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Today's roadmap covers recording free OTA TV, 3 essential items needed, budget-friendly DVR options, premium network DVR options, and finally, choosing your ideal setup. Let's kick things off with the million-dollar question. Can you actually record over-the-air TV without a pricey cable subscription? For a lot of us, the idea of recording antenna TV brings back memories of clunky old VCRs, right? But the landscape has completely changed. The short answer? Absolutely yes. OTA signals can be seamlessly recorded using modern tech that's specifically designed to replace your old cable box.
Section 1. Recording free OTA TV and ditching that cable subscription. The real beauty of this modern era of cord cutting is that there are tons of set-top DVR boxes built explicitly to capture OTA signals. They operate just like the cable DVR you're probably used to, saving your favorite network shows so you can watch them completely on your own schedule. Now, there's a huge misconception out there that antenna TV is fuzzy or low quality, but honestly, that couldn't be further from the truth. Thanks to a massive technological shift, all OTA TV signals are now broadcast in high-definition video. That means almost any modern DVR capturing these signals is going to pull in crisp, beautiful HD transmissions. Now, just a quick side note. If an older show was originally broadcast in standard definition, it's going to stay that way. But the transmission itself, that's high-quality digital HD. You absolutely aren't sacrificing picture quality just because the signal is free.
Moving right along to Section 2, 3 essential items needed for setting up your hardware. So how do we actually build this recording ecosystem? It really boils down to 3 non-negotiable pieces of hardware. First up, obviously, you need a good TV antenna to pull in a strong broadcast signal. Second, you gotta have the over-the-air DVR box itself, basically the brains of the whole operation. And third, you need an external flash drive or hard drive, but that's only if the DVR lacks built-in storage. We'll get into this more in a second, but a lot of budget units don't have their own internal memory, so you have to provide the physical space for those recordings.
And that brings us to my absolute favorite number in this entire setup, 0. Yep, 0. That is the monthly service fee associated with most over-the-air DVRs. Think about that. Once you grab the hardware we just talked about, the ongoing cost to capture and record network television is literally nothing. It really drives home the massive long-term cost efficiency of this setup, especially when you compare it to renting a DVR box from a cable provider month after month after month.
Section 3. Budget-friendly DVR options for entry-level recording.
Let's look at 2 really popular low-cost options highlighted in our source material. First, we have the ZJ Box. It's a basic, no-frills unit that does exactly what it says on the tin. It's super affordable and connects to your TV via HDMI, coaxial, or YPPR outputs, so it's super versatile for different TV setups. Then we have the Mediasonic HomeWorks. This one is pretty fascinating because it actually features a built-in TV tuner. A lot of newer TVs don't even come with built-in tuners anymore, so the Mediasonic steps right in to decode those signals for you, plus it lets you schedule your recording times. Both of these are going to give you excellent entry-level performance.
Okay, time for some real talk though. There is a catch. To keep those price points so remarkably low, budget options require you to buy external storage separately, like a flash drive. If you're going this route and you plan to record a ton of stuff, the source material specifically advises grabbing more than one flash drive, or even better, a dedicated external hard drive. You definitely don't want to run out of space right in the middle of a season finale.
Let's shift gears to Section 4, Premium Networked DVR options for high-end recording and streaming. If you want to ditch the external drives and really level up your cord-cutting game, it's time to look at the titans of the premium market. First up is the Fire TV Recast, which packs either 500 gigabytes or 1 terabyte of built-in storage. The coolest part? It streams over Wi-Fi directly to other Amazon Fire devices, so it's a total no-brainer if you're already using Fire TV sticks. Then you've got the Tableau Tuner DVR.
This one leverages wireless streaming to push your recorded shows over your Wi-Fi straight to your tablets, smartphones, Roku, Apple TV, you name it. And finally, the TiVo Bolt. It offers a slick, premium menu interface and a massive 1 terabyte of built-in storage. And the absolute best part? No monthly fee.
Let's actually put that 1 terabyte of built-in storage into perspective for a second. 150. That is the number of hours of HD programming that TiVo Bolt's hard drive can hold. I mean, imagine having 150 hours of crisp, high-definition television stored locally right there in your living room, completely free of any cloud subscriptions or monthly server costs. That is a massive upgrade in convenience.
This really highlights the huge leap in capability when you move from a basic budget box to a networked streaming setup. These premium models let you record simultaneously across multiple devices. Take the Tableau Tuner, for example. It doesn't just record one show directly to one TV. No, it lets you record and watch multiple separate programs at the exact same time across entirely different devices in your house. So someone could be watching a recorded football game on the living room Apple TV while you're watching a live local broadcast on your smartphone in the kitchen. It's a total game changer.
Wrapping things up with Section 5, choosing your ideal setup and matching the hardware to your needs.
Ultimately, the crucial point here is balancing your budget against your desire for convenience. On one hand, budget setups give you the lowest entry cost possible. They get the job done, sure, but you have to manually manage external storage, and you're dealing with a pretty basic menu interface hooked up to just a single TV. On the other hand, premium setups demand a higher upfront cost, sometimes significantly higher. But in return, you get built-in storage, advanced features like pausing live TV across multiple rooms, and whole home network streaming. It's the classic trade-off, upfront cash versus everyday convenience. Before you hit that buy button, our source material has one really critical piece of advice. Always read the specifications carefully and check out screenshots of the DVR's menu system. Think about it. That menu interface is what you'll be using every single day to schedule recordings and play back your shows. While most of them are pretty user-friendly, you really want to make sure the layout fits your specific technical comfort level before pulling the trigger on a new setup.